Welcome. For Her is an ICICI Direct initiative that focuses on how women are taking charge of their financial well being. In this series today, I have a very special guest with me, Mrs. Sulaja Firodia Motwani, Vice Chairperson, Kinetic Engineering, and founder and CEO, Kinetic Green Energy and Power Solutions. Under her leadership, Kinetic Group has witnessed tremendous expansion. She has recently restructured the group, expanding into automotive systems and green energy. Kinetic Green Energy and Power Solutions, the recently founded company by Ms. Motwani, aims to be an expert in green mobility and electric vehicles with a mission to bring this technology to the masses. Welcome, Ms. Motwani.
Hi, good afternoon.
Ma'am, how difficult and challenging has it been for you to make a mark in this male dominated industry?
So, I think it's been an amazing journey. And for me, it's been a journey where I would give a lot of credit of whatever I have been able to, achieve, really to my bringing and to my family. When we were brought up, we were never really brought to think that we were different because we are daughters versus, our brother, who's their son. We were given all the opportunities in education, in abroad, in sport, in competing, in whatever platforms we wanted to excel in. And I think that gave me a lot of confidence really to believe in myself and to believe that I can do whatever I want to do. So when I joined the business, now I've been in business for last 25 years. And especially, since I worked in the US for 5 years, it gave me a lot of confidence in myself as a professional as well. So when I came back to India, when I joined the family business, I did really come in from a place of a lot of enthusiasm, ambition, and also confidence. And I think that I never thought about my gender, honestly. I always worked as a professional, as hard as any other man in the organization or industry worked. And I think that really has been the most, humbling lesson for me, that, you need to work as hard, and there's no short cut to success other than hard work. So I think it's all about hard work, confidence, and not really looking at your gender as a plus or a minus, but really working as hard as your male counterparts. That's really what I have done. And therefore, I've never found gender to be an issue because I've never thought of it as an issue. It's always been about the purpose and the journey towards achieving the goals.
What does woman empowerment mean to you, ma'am? How important is it for a woman to be financially independent?
I just love it for myself, first of all, that I'm an independent person financially. uh, you know i- Coming from the upbringing that I came, I really didn't even need to work. I could very happily have been one of those, rich socialite housewife, lifestyle, because I had all the ability to do so, and it was never expected that I had to, work. Many women have to work for economic reasons, but for me it had always been about passion, right? At the same time, I think I was brought up to be a very ambitious person. I maybe was born with a lot of ambition. And I'm also very active physically. I like to be always up and about and doing things. So a combination of these two things always made me believe that I should achieve, whatever is my potential. And being financially independent is one of the important objectives, important parameters of success for me, because it gives you a sense of confidence, a sense of security, and a sense of well-being. I want to use the word well-being here, that your destiny in a way is in your own hands, and you're not really compelled to do thing A versus thing B just because you don't have the ability to support yourself. And for a lot of women, I think that's critical, because some of them do suffer, and do live in situations which are not ideal for them, but because they're not financially independent, they do not see a way out of that situation. That frustrating. So I think for your own well-being and for your sense of satisfaction and self-worth, it's important to be financially independent, so that you can support yourself if you need to. And even for a person like me, where it is not about being able to support myself, but it's about feeling the sense of worth, that I'm able to be productive. I'm able to add value to my household, or to my achieve my dreams in my own way. I think it's given me a lot of confidence. So I think financial independence is important for everybody. And I think it can really contribute to a secure and, I would say, happy mindset for women.
Ma'am, can you cite initiative that your organization is taking to increase the number of women leaders?
So, we are in a manufacturing industry where typically you have seen many more men than women.
Yeah.
Today, women in India or globally are doing extremely well in service industries, whether it's finance, like ICICI has been one of the great examples of gender diversity and women leadership. It's in fact been recognized, for bringing it to the fore. But for manufacturing sectors, women are still finding their place. I can use these words.
Mhm.
We have, however, found in our group that there are certain roles in which they have brought tremendous value to our operations. In our group, we have companies which are into electronics, for example, where we make PCBs, we make certain small motors which are electric and electronic components. And our entire shop floor, I would say not 60, 70, but 100% of these two companies, our electronics and electrical company, are actually manned, or I would say staffed by women.
Mhm.
And so we have women even at the workman levels in these organizations. In the other manufacturing areas, I think in almost all the areas like business development or even design, we're encouraging a lot of women to come forward. And we have found this to be extremely useful in, again, as I said, finding, better solutions to problems at hand.
Ma'am, tell us something about your new venture, Green Energy and Power Solutions, which is emerging as a prominent player in EV space.
So Kinetic Green, I can say, is my new baby. While Kinetic provided me a launch pad for my profession when I came back from America, and I've really enjoyed working in different areas in the group, whether it's component business, whether it's our automotive business. But Kinetic Green is a different experience for me as well as an entrepreneur, because it's something that I started from scratch. And I was the employee number one in this organization, and today we are growing, from strength to strength. Um, the genesis of this business has been, again, what I learned from my grandfather, who is my inspiration. That to succeed, one must serve the society, and one must work in a way that you're contributing to the larger goals of the nation or of the world. So I believe that green energy or climate change as a problem, is one of the big challenges that the world is facing. And even in our country, pollution, fuel security are major issues that our nation is wanting to emerge victorious against. So Kinetic Green is my effort in this area, where we want to bring green mobility to the masses. We are one of the pioneering companies in the electric vehicle sector. When I started this company 5 years ago, I think we were one of the very few companies looking at electric mobility, and that too in areas like electric three-wheelers and electric two-wheelers, which are unique because one has heard of Tesla and other ventures globally, which is about electric cars. But we have taken electric mobility at the bottom of the pyramid. I believe that in a country like India, it's a developing nation. If you really want to see the benefits of a new technology to reach the masses or to reach the society and make a meaningful contribution, it has to go to the bottom of the pyramid. It can't be 10,000 cars. It has to be lakhs of three-wheelers and two-wheelers, which our common man uses for commute. Their fuel bill will come down, pollution levels in our cities will come down. And that's where this venture started. We have gone on to really be, I would say, a pioneering company in this area. We have sold more than 30, 40,000 vehicles. So we're not talking only on the drawing board or, at the concept stage, but we're actually working in the field to bring this new technology to the nation. We're working with customers to increase awareness. We're working with the government to help in the policy formation. We are creating new technology. I'm proud to say that our 100% local content. So we're not focused on importing and selling. We are focused on creating designs. And I'm very excited about this venture and its prospects. I would like to build this into a 10,000 crore company, and more important, have every Kinetic electric vehicle, in every Indian household. That's really my dream. To take this new technology to the common man, and to make a meaningful contribution to the goal of reducing pollution, and really also to lead electric mobility globally, which is one of the critical areas in the whole Atmanirbhar Bharat movement.
Very true. Ma'am, what will be your advice to the women who are watching this show and aspire to be um, uh, entrepreneurs and leaders?
So I would like to say that today is International Women's Day. So it's a day where we are remembering the achievements of women. Over the years, a lot of progress has been made, whether it is in getting peace, injustice, and equality, But still today, we need to have a call to action first to still bridge the gender gap, to bring more equality. And today, while some of the basic issues like voting rights, safety, are being addressed, or there's a lot of awareness now about violence, physical violence, sexual violence, these issues are being addressed. But there is still a large amount of a gender gap which comes from the social and psychological mindset that we have, whether it's the mindset of the society, where women are expected to play certain roles, or whether it's our own mindset as women, psychologically, where we are expect us to play a certain role. Like, I'll give you my own example. Being educated, being ambitious, being independent. Still, when my baby was born, I really wanted to be a full-time mom. It was very difficult for me to say that no, I want to be a full-time mom, but I also want to be a full-time professional. And I was very lucky that I had the I would say commitment, or I had the opportunity and the support where I could get my family to support me, whether it's my husband, my in-laws, my own parents, to find solutions that I could really be a good mother and a good professional too. But many women don't have that opportunity, they don't have that support, they don't have that mindset. They feel that, okay, I'm in a way helpless, I don't have any way to realize my professional ambitions, and therefore I have to give up. So I think there is still that journey that we as women and society are we need to take forward. We need to find the real emancipation, the real freedom, where women can pursue their dreams and to realize their true potential. So I would say that on this Women's Day, I would like to tell my women friends that do what you want to do and be what you want to be. And here the active word is do and want, right? Because first is you must have that desire that I want to achieve what is my true potential, and I want to stay committed to it, despite all the difficulties that I will face. And the second active word here is do. Because if you have the dream, then unless you translate into action, it is going to remain a dream. So you need to find the ways and means to overcome these challenges and to really be able to realize your own potential. So dream, passion, excellence, hard work, and commitment, I think, are the critical elements that I have found that have allowed me to move forward and to stay on course of what I wanted to achieve. And it's not easy. There are many challenges along the way. There are days when you don't want to do what you're doing, but you still have to get up, dress up, and show up. You have to stay committed to the course that you have, your dreams and your passion. And I would like to say that my also message to my male counterparts who are here, is that the support of the family is very critical for women to achieve their dreams and they realize their full potential. Because in the society, unless women are truly given the freedom to pursue their dreams, they are not able to reach the goals they've set for themselves. So I attribute my success to my family and their support, my parents for truly bringing us up as similar to their sons, giving us all the opportunities, and my family for supporting me in my dreams. So I think it's the family that plays a critical role as parents, as family members. We need to support the women, our daughters, our sisters, our wives, to be able to move ahead and again to realize the potential. So dreaming and doing, both are critical. So that's really what I would like to share with my viewers here.
Thank you, Mrs. Motwani, for being with us. It was a pleasure speaking to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, and happy International Women's Day to everyone.